keeping the Sabbath. How do we keep the Sabbath and keep it? Remember the Sabbath, to keep it holy, as it was put in Hebrews chapter 4. And what does that all mean? Well, let's take a look at it here at Hebrews 4 and verse 8. For if Joshua had given them rest, God would not have spoken of another day later on. Who is the Lord of the Sabbath? Jesus Christ, ladies and gentlemen. When the Sabbath was given to Moses, it was for a sign for their salvation. Who is their salvation? Jesus Christ. You can read at the giving of the Sabbath that it was a shadow. It was a sign. Remember in Hebrews 10 it said that the priests get up every year and make their sacrifices every day. They make their sacrifices that can never take away sins because they're shadows of the things to come. But when Jesus made his sacrifice, he sat down. Well, that was on the Sabbath. And when Jesus sat down and rested on that Sabbath, that was the last Sabbath that we needed to keep, because it was not a copy or a shadow of the things to come. So it says, so if Joshua had given them rest, God would not have spoken of another day. So then there remains a Sabbath rest for the people of God. For whoever has entered God's rest has also rested from his work, and God did from his. Okay, let us therefore strive to enter that rest. Jesus said, "Come to me, all who are weary and burdened, and I will give you rest." Hebrews is telling you not to harden your hearts, right, and throw away God's rest. But you Jews keep on throwing that away. This is what Hebrews was all about. Jews that didn't want to accept Christ and wanted to keep doing sacrifices every week. And I can go over the scriptures and start to bring that out further, but I think that the scriptures that I brought up pretty much show that basically Christ is our Sabbath rest. And there is no evidence. It would have been written. You would have seen. I'm sorry. You guys say that, well, just because it isn't written up until Moses doesn't mean they weren't keeping it. No, that's ridiculous, because you would have seen somewhere in all of those stories, somewhere where Adam, Joshua, or Joshua did, but Adam, Joseph, Noah, stopped them to observe the Sabbath. Nowhere is it found. And you can say, well, it was absent because come on, people. The reason why the Sabbath and all the things that were handed to Moses were there, according to Hebrews, is that they were signs of the Messiah to come. When the Messiah filled all that all came to an end. And you say, no, it said forever. And again, I'll tell you that the word for forever is olam. And olam does not mean forever. It means beyond the horizon, beyond what you can see. And it actually means it's back and forth, either in the past or the future. It's a word that is a directional word that means beyond sight. So when it says olam ha-olam, it means beyond the horizon, beyond the horizon. It doesn't mean forever all the time. It can, but that's not the gist of it. And by the way, in Hebrews 8, it tells you that the new covenant was going to come, and this was prophesied in Jeremiah 31. That I will make a new covenant, unlike not like the old covenant that I made that you broke. Think about it, people, especially you Jews who want to keep the Sabbath and take Christ off the cross and go back to Moses. Thanks a lot.